motivation. That's my motivation. This is my motivation.
Hello, all my beautiful people, and welcome to Show Me Your Geek, where we talk everything in the geek culture and bring our community together. So today we're talking about video games, and we have
Darrell Miller.
And I'm Maria Lizz. So thank you all for showing up. So we're just going to jump right on in and kind of take it all the way back.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. So I'm going to age myself, but I'm going to take it back to the Atari because that's kind of where it started with me.
Okay.
And playing obviously the very, very basic games like Pong, you know, little ball just went like two paddles and then the ball that just bounced back and forth. Right. I would say that's literally where it started for me.
Yeah.
And then moving on into like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and so on and so forth. But what about you, Darrell? Where would you say your video game passions started?
Oh my God. I think it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in time. I believe when we was playing in Chuck E. Cheese, like the little arcade game in Chuck E. Cheese, the machine. I think that's where it started, or is playing Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega.
Okay.
That's what I kind of remember as a little kid. Me and my brother, we was in North Carolina. All of our friends used to come over my house because I had the Sega, and we'll play and stuff. So I remember how fun that was. Or playing like Super Nintendo, playing Star Wars when it was like really hard to beat, or like Lion King and stuff like that. That game and stuff. So I just remember back then it was really fun because back then you couldn't save like you can now.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to beat that game or you don't.
Right. Or you had to like get to a save point or had the little like saving cartridges or whatever. Yeah, definitely different gaming for sure back then. I was not an arcade person. I liked going to arcades, but I suck at arcade games. I'm horrible at them, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. I don't know the like joystick aspect of it and the buttons. I just not great at them. So I'm 100% a console kid. Yeah, so like I'll go to arcades. I love arcades. I think they're fun, but that was not where I found my joy.
Yeah, you never played like Street Fighter or
I played them.
Oh,
I just suck at them.
Right,
yeah,
I got you.
So I don't find my joy there.
Right, I got you.
I find my joy in front of a console where I can sit and then, you know, scream at the TV. In solitude.
I got you.
Yeah. So, growing up, obviously, like I mentioned, I had the Atari. We did have a PC, so we did have games, and for the life of me, I mean, this is like, you know, literally 40 years ago. I don't remember the names of them, but we did play games on this old ass PC that we had back then. And again, very simple games. Like it was a little spaceship, and you literally just had to hit the thruster at the right amount and then turn very slightly, get it this way or this way, and try to get it out of this cave.
Okay.
So simple in you know, gameplay, but it was still very difficult because if you did it too hard or too much and you're hitting the wall and you're dying, still a very frustrating game. Right. Yeah. 40 years later, I'm still annoyed at that game. But I played from Atari to those PC games to the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. We had a Sega. Skipped the Dreamcast and the GameCube. Had the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then went to Xbox 360.
Okay.
And then didn't have anything until I got my PlayStation 5.
I still don't got one. I want one. Like, I was like, I don't got the money for it.
No, it was my own kind of birthday, Christmas present to myself a few years ago after my kids graduated high school and I had my own money and my time back.
Right.
So it was kind of like a nice little empty nest present to myself, I guess, if you will. So that was for me, but all that time between the Xbox and that, I didn't have anything, you know, with the kids banned me from playing video games for this time, but you know, just time being busy with their extracurriculars, it didn't really give us the time for that.
Yeah, I started with I believe Sega. I had Nintendo 64. I had Xbox. I had a PS2. I had PlayStation then PS2. I had I don't think I had a PS3. I think I skipped PS3, PS4, and PS5. but I do have the Xbox One. I barely play like but I love the PC because I used to play like role playing games and stuff like that. So me and my friends will play Star Wars. I think it's the Old Republic. I think it's a PC, but I remember games like Champions or City of Heroes. That's why I really love like my PC games where you could create your own hero and have powers and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that's why I love games like that. But yeah, like lately, just being a filmmaker and doing everything else, I really have time to really indulge myself in games unless I'm playing like Fortnite or State of Decay, which I have. But yeah, those are the only few systems I really had growing up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like you keep one system, and honestly, like even now there are still PlayStation 3 or 4 games that you can play to this day.
Facts.
So, which will actually kind of talk on the topic of the keep like physical media versus the digital. So we'll talk on that here in a second.
Right.
But okay, so we went down nostalgia lane for a minute.
Right. A little quick one.
Right, just a quick one, because we had to give homage to where it all started.
Right. So this other topic is for non-gamers. What will be the game? What was some of the games that you think that get people started? What do you think certain games will help to get non-gamers started?
I mean, I think it really depends on what a person's interest is, right? So, if you have somebody, that's such an open question. We have so many games out there that appeal to so many people, right? There's sports games. We've got adventure games. There's action games. There are cozy games.
Right.
So it's really just finding that one game that's going to appeal to somebody, that's going to bring them in.
Yeah.
And then that might open up their horizons, essentially.
Right.
I know that there are games that are called like gateway games.
Yeah.
That might bring people into the gaming community that normally probably would be like, oh, I don't play video games.
Right.
I think the Wii did that very well. And the Switch does that very well.
Yeah.
Because of the games that you find on both of the Wii and the Switch, mostly I guess you could say like party games or the cozy games. I think those help bring people in that otherwise probably wouldn't consider themselves gamers or be interested in video games,
because those like weed is great for like family or like family activity games.
Exactly.
Like I love bowling, so we get to play bowling. So they got the golf, like you can play golf. You got I think it's baseball on there.
Tennis, like all of it, everything and anything under the sun for Wii.
And I think that's so dope for them to create something like that where you get families, fathers, mothers, their siblings and stuff like that together in that one room, and everybody play, take a turn, or you got the controllers and stuff like that, and everybody active playing it. So I think that we did it the best, or a perfect way to segue your way into playing other games and stuff like that, especially starting out with the family-oriented game.
Yeah, definitely did a really great job in bringing people together, right? Because a lot of games, you did have co-op games, you have games where two-player games,
right?
So you might be able to bring a couple people together at once. But the Wii did a really great job as far as it was still maybe 2 controllers.
Yeah,
I think maybe you could have gotten 3 or 4 connected, but it really gave people an opportunity to come together to play these different like sports games or party games.
Yeah.
And the Switch does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's very good for that as well. So I feel like those might be like gateway games or really easy ways for people to kind of slide into the gaming world. And then realize like, oh, there are actually things out here that aren't, just like a basketball game or just a hack and slash or you know what I'm saying, like what they like a shooter game, right? Like just Call of Duty or something. There's so many different genres of games, and then even within each genre there's so many things that you can find probably something for yourself.
That's facts.
So let's see what we've got else down here. Oh, so quick question for the chat while we have you guys here. What are some of the games that maybe you found yourself really, really enjoying as you were finding yourselves on either console or PC that really got you into the gaming world? Maybe what's one of those first 1 or 2 games that you found yourself sitting there for hours playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite system too?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We have the system world, the console wars, if you will, right? Like we did have like Nintendo versus Sega for a long time, and now it's more like the PlayStation versus Xbox, you know, and even the PC is in there because some people are like, you know, PC versus console, if you want to even broaden it out that way. So, 100%. Like, what do you have a preference between one or the other, and why? Like, why do you have a preference? Some people feel it's the games. Some just maybe like the company or whatever they provide better.
Right.
So there's so many reasons to prefer one over the other, and it's really interesting to hear everyone's take on it.
It's. I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's just like you were saying, your preference of it. So
I wouldn't say you can't go wrong.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, people have their favorite. Like some people still love like Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm more of a PlayStation, I guess, because I grew up so much on Play, and I love the games that they did from the movie games, and even like I don't know, like I love the Matrix, how they had the Neos and games like that. So I really always enjoyed PlayStation, and plus you got The Last of Us and games like that they created just for PlayStation that I really enjoy. And I do like Xbox, you know, here and there, because I did like how they brought back Conker's Bad for a Day and stuff like that. So I thought that was like real cool.
Yeah. So talking about some of the gateway games or the like Wii and the Switch, whatever. Have you played any of those? Like I know you said like the Wii played bowling and stuff. Did you play anything like Just Dance, Dance Central, Animal Crossing, anything like that?
I played the Michael Jackson one because Michael Jackson's my favorite artist of all time.
Okay.
So I would play that and stuff like that. Now I wasn't good at it, but I played it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the joystick is hard and try to get in on time and stuff like that. I never could really beat
that's on
it.
the Wii?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got it on Wii, and I think they had it on Xbox.
They had the Xbox, and you could get the little like the eye thing.
To play.
Yep.
Yeah. So shoot, besides that, that's all only time I really played Wii was for the family. When me and my family get together, we'll play like the bowling and stuff. So I didn't really play it as much because I had a GameCube, so I was mostly playing my GameCube.
Okay.
At that time and stuff, because I think GameCube has some underrated games on there that I really loved on there. So
like what are some of the games on the GameCube that you really enjoyed? Yeah.
My favorite, I think, is called Zoids. I think Zoids Battles or Legends or something like that is one of my favorite like anime little cartoon shows. So I love playing that game. That was like the game on GameCube I always play, or Super Smash Brothers.
Okay, yeah, I think everyone
me and my brother,
everyone who plays it loves that game. So I think you and
any Nintendo, you gotta have Super Smash, and everybody's playing. You know what I'm saying? I pick Fox, or I pick a Mega Man, or I pick Pokemon. You know, and we'll battle. But like I think that was a few games I played. How about yourself?
Well, I didn't have the GameCube, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
Definitely, I did have Nintendo, Super Nintendo, so I had all like the Mario Brother games.
Right.
Gosh, I would say the game I put the most hours in pre-PlayStation 5 was probably Final Fantasy. And I think it was Final Fantasy 7. I don't remember now, because like it was PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and I had the Final Fantasy between those three. But it was the first one I got it on Christmas Eve. I sat there, played for about 9 hours straight.
Yeah.
And then I went to go save the game and realized I didn't have the little saving cartridge that you had to put in.
Yeah.
And so I had to just leave it on like all night long and hope that no one touched the dang console.
I got a story for that.
And I came the next morning. I don't know if someone turned it off or just auto turned off. But I had to start over again. Because it turned off and I wasn't able to save it. I was so sad. I was so upset. Yeah. So, but I put in lots of hours on Final Fantasy, just in general, and any of the different games that I've played for Final Fantasy. And this was I just say pre PS5 because I put a lot of hours in games for PlayStation 5. We can talk about that here in a minute, but pre PS5, I definitely would say Final Fantasy took the most of my hours.
Yeah.
For any one particular
Yeah,
game.
the most game I think either it was wrestling for me. Any WWE game I had to have it. And I played long hours of it. It was Resident Evil 4. I
Okay.
played because it was one of my favorite games of all time. And now it was like Last of Us. I played crazy playing that game. But the story about like the cartridge and then to have that, I have a story like I think I was like 12, 13. I didn't have a memory card at the time, and my dad lived on 10th and Arlington. And I had Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I played it, and I played all the way till you could get a mansion or something like that. It's almost like a Scarface type of mansion. And I remember I had no memory card, so I kept my PS2 on. And you know, back then when you had that thick one, no, I had the skinny one, and it gets hot if you leave it on. My dad turned it off, and I was so mad. I was so mad. I was so mad because I had to start over. Yeah,
like it's so hard.
I know.
It's so. Oh,
and he was mad at me because I had the goddamn PS2 on for so long. But I was like, I don't have no memory card, so they on my birthday they finally gave me a memory card. I was like, cool, yes, and I'll play like Enter the Matrix. But at that time, it was a struggle.
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
You don't realize. Y'all youngins don't understand how good you have it today.
Yeah, like if you ain't had that memory card, that
you were
checkpoint.
done for. Oh my goodness.
Y'all don't understand.
Oh, it didn't matter. All right. Okay, so chat. Quick trivia question for you all.
Yes.
What is the best-selling video game of all time across all platforms? You know what? I said last time that I was gonna have sounds and music ready,
Yeah,
and
got it.
No, I don't, because I'm blaming it on Imaginarium this weekend.
Okay, yeah,
I
go blame it.
I did not have time to get it together. I'm not even gonna promise to have time after Gen Con. I'll have things together.
Yeah,
we can have little like soundboards and stuff.
Yeah, I might show up at Gen Con. I think on this Sunday. Might appear.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
I concur. All right. I talked enough crap, so you guys have time. All right, what do we have in here? We've got we have a guest for Mario. We have a guest for Pokemon. No.
And
the answer.
Grand Theft Autos 5?
Nope. Is that your answer?
Hold on, you said the most sold game?
Yeah, well, the best-selling video game of all times across all platforms.
Best-selling game.
Yeah. Out of time.
Yeah.
All right, so answer is Minecraft. Over 300 million copies.
Really?
Yeah, PC, because it's across all things. So think about PC, all the consoles. It can go on, phones, everything.
Yeah, I never played Minecraft, so I didn't know.
You know what? Neither have I.
I never played it.
My kids, when they were younger, got into it, and I watched them, and I was like, I'm good.
I was like, these little block figures and all that. I was like, I don't see the appeal, but it's your thing, you know what I'm saying? But it was just one.
And I used to laugh at them for playing Roblox, but then honestly, a couple months ago, I started playing Roblox. I can't even, but that's just because other people were playing, and I was like, I'll hop in and play a little bit.
Right.
Which some of the games on Roblox are actually kind of silly, so I'm not even gonna lie. It's really funny. So yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft is the biggest game out there, y'all.
I wouldn't know.
I know. I wouldn't have guessed that one either. The answer wasn't given to me. Gonna skip that question because I really don't care about it. Okay. So sorry, I was reading and then I was like, I really don't care about that either. So
you don't care about.
I don't have to love Roblox. Thank you, chat. Okay. I can like the little poison candy game and that be it. There's some interesting games in Roblox. So I'm just like, why is this here? And why are kids playing it? All right. So what is your absolute top 5 video games of all time? This is for chat. I guess you can answer as well if you want.
Yeah.
And then where do you go to hunt for retro games or play arcade games locally, if you even have the option? Because I know we have some places here that you can play arcade games locally.
Yeah.
Which we'll shout out here in a little bit. But for chat, do you guys have places that you can actually go out and still play arcade games? Or do you have to go hunt for those physical copies of retro games out at stores? So really great, things throughout the chat.
Right.
things to think about. But speaking of arcade games, have you gone to any of the places here that we have in town to go play the arcade games?
The only one I could think of, and this one used to be in East Washington, was Battle Frog. It was, I think, no, is it called Battle Frog? It's in Castleton right now. I forget what it's called.
Oh, that one is, I think I have
Is it
Boss
Battles?
Battle.
Bounce Battle?
Boss Battle.
Boss Battle.
Yeah.
That, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't got Battle Frog. But yeah, Boss Battle. I've been in there. I remember they was in East Washington. I met the owner. They was dope and stuff. But I used to play the little arcade games and when I had the time too. But I haven't been recently. I haven't played the little arcade games or been in a spot, but that would be a spot I would go to. If you live in the Indianapolis area, that would probably be my number one spot to try out.
Yeah, that one's fun. I've been there once and I enjoyed it because they have like the racing game, like the, you know, sit and you race the games. They have other like retro normal arcade games, but they also have some of the like Japanese games, so like the dancing games, the gotcha games, and some other like different games. So it's a nice mixture of different games that you can play, and other games that maybe you're not familiar with, but that are still fun. So you can like try. So it's just like it's a nice it's a small space, but it's a lot of things to do.
Yeah. That and Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's, that's true. They do have some arcade games in there. Maybe not quite as many, but still.
But yeah,
there are a few in there as well. There is, I think it's Tapper's Bar. Tapper's Arcade.
Oh, I have been in there downtown. Yeah,
and I think that one's 21 plus because it's a bar, right? Yeah, so that one's a bar and arcade. But that one's fun. I think it's down more by Fountain Square.
I think so.
But yeah, so that one's, and there's another one, and I can't think of what it's called, but it's like Tapper's.
Okay.
And off the top of my head, I meant to write it down. This is why I write things down. This is why I have to look at my notes, you guys, because I can't remember things. I'm blaming it on midlife brain fog, but but yeah. So, but these are in our community, and I know that there's probably others in everyone else's community. So I would absolutely Google these in your area. Make some, friend night outs or events if you are an event planner or whatever. Like, do these because these are great things and things that people don't think about, but they're so fun, and it's just a different thing to hang out and do with your friends or family. Again, some of these have to be 21 up, but it's
worth it.
It's so fun. It's so fun. And it's just something different. So, instead of just going to the bar or just, hanging out at home, it's just a little, something different to do with your friends.
Okay. So for you, what is your top 5 games?
Of all time?
Yeah, like you could just play and never get bored of.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
Claire Obscure. So they're top 2 for sure. Oh, this is hard for the next 3 because I jump all over the place with games. Phasmophobia, I'm gonna stick in there. I jump off and on with playing it. But I do enjoy the game. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Let me see. Next 2 would have to be. I have to go through like my list of games. Diablo 4. I think I could play Diablo 4 a lot, and I do jump on and off that one. What other games do I play? I'm literally just kind of like I'm in my head. I'm just going through all the games. I don't know what I would stick in that 5th spot, honestly. I guess I probably could stick like Final Fantasy and not just have any specific one in there, because I probably could go back and replay some of those earlier. I played Final Fantasy 14, and it's okay. I didn't get very far in it. It's a more of an open world. Right. Oh, never mind. Let me back up. 5 would be probably like, it's going to be a tie between like No Man's Sky and Where Winds Meet. Because I feel like I could play those forever and never get tired. Because it's open world. So you're constantly doing stuff.
Yeah.
And open worlds are like mine.
I love them
like
too.
Nemesis. You just drop me in there and I'm lost forever.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Top 5 is hard for me because I do switch through games so much.
Yeah.
But I would say for right now, That's probably like my top. I guess I just named off 7. So,
It's all good.
but I don't know. Final Fantasy 14, I did play. It was okay. It was fun. But I think I like the older Final Fantasies better.
Okay.
So I'd probably go back and replay those.
Yeah.
Before I replayed any of the newer ones right now.
I
Although I heard Final Fantasy 16 is really good,
Mm.
and I keep seeing it pop up. So I have to keeping myself from buying it, and
Right.
trying it. But we'll see. I'm sure it will at some point end up
Right.
in my inventory.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah. What about you?
one. My top 5 is Resident Evil 4,
Mhm.
Last of Us. I would have to say XCOM 2. What else? Skyrim.
Yep.
My 5th. I think Star Wars Knights of Old Republic 2. 1 or 2, I would put them because it's like you could create your own character. You immerse in the world. Actually, the one that came on PC I saw, I think it's Old Republic. The one that PC, cause me and my best friend Keith will play that game, and you could play co-op, so you can help each other with missions and all that. As you create your own character, immerse yourself in the world. You don't have to be a Jedi or Sith. You could be a stormtrooper. You can be a smuggler. And you get the little moped like vehicles and go to maps and stuff. It's one of the dopest like role playing. If you love Star Wars, I think it's one of the ones that you can really get immersed into the world, change your gear and all that. You can craft your weapons and upgrade and stuff. And the storytelling is amazing. So I think it's called the Old Republic, the one that's on PC. You play with your friends or whatever, even if they got a different PC.
Those are some of my favorite games too.
Yeah.
The ones you can like change
Play
your
with it.
character and then
Yeah.
like you upgrade and earn things and yeah,
That's why I
love
like
those too.
Skyrim, because
Yeah.
I like when you could create your own character
Mhm.
and put yourself in it. Like even Skyrim, like I said, I'm a werewolf fan, so you could be a werewolf, you could be a vampire, you can a druid or any be a different creature if you want, type of thing.
Mhm.
And about different paths you want to take in missions and stuff like that. You don't have
Yep.
to do it all. You could just stop and do other things. I love games like that.
Yep. So speaking of games like that,
Yeah.
so basically story-driven games, right?
Yes.
Like RPGs essentially.
Mhm.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Last of
Yes.
Us, you mentioned that.
Yes.
We have like The Witcher 3, which I haven't played Witcher 3,
Me
but
either.
it looks very good. So I
Right.
want to get into the Witcher games. Elden Ring, I have
Mhm.
not played. I feel like I
Yes.
probably wouldn't enjoy that game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm told I have to play it, so eventually it's gonna happen. But some other games I like that fall in that category that I have played, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, I haven't played. My brother played
God,
the first
Red
one. I
Dead
want to
2
play
is-
it because I love
I haven't
Cowboys.
played the first one, but
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 I played, and it was
Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, I need to play that.
It is so great. The
Right.
story is fun. Of course, just riding your horse around,
Yeah.
shooting stuff, collecting stuff. That's what gets me. I'm like, oh, I gotta go do this quest, and 3 hours later, I'm still like
Yeah.
far away from where I need to be
Right.
because I keep getting distracted with something shiny over there. You know,
I heard that was the downfall when you play the game, because you do like when you ride the it's no like skip travel. I was told it's no like skip travel.
I don't think that. Yeah, no, you
you
have
got
to literally
go there.
travel there.
Yes, I was like,
Yeah, so like
you gotta really love the merce.
Oh no, it's I love it. I
Yeah.
just get distracted with everything in between.
right.
No Man's Sky, which I mentioned.
Okay.
Which is really fun. My youngest son actually got me into that one. You're basically in outer space and you're traveling from different planets. And you have to discover things on the different planets, and then you just pick up quests
Right.
in between. So it's another
Okay.
one that you literally. I think when I first started, I went to the wrong planet initially because I wasn't following the directions, of course,
Right.
and spent hours on this wrong planet. And then finally I was like, I don't think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like nothing's happening. So I'm like pressing buttons and finally found the log. And I'm like, oh, there's a quest log here.
Right.
Let me see if I'm where I'm supposed to be. And of course not. So finally finished the, initial quest so I could actually play the game. Yeah.
Right.
But No Man's Sky is amazing. Love it.
Okay.
Where Winds Meet is another one. This game is just beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It takes place like in Asia historical
Okay.
like time.
Yeah.
And it's just some of the voice acting is a little wonky
Right.
because they have like some of these people have like this like weird like country like Western accent, and you're like,
Right.
hold on, this is not
Right.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
it don't match. Yeah, it don't match.
But the artistry, the characters, like everything about it is just absolutely stunning to look at.
Right.
And then the gameplay is just fun, and the story and the quest and everything. So Where Winds Meet is a great one as well, for like open sky and then the like story driven type games. So and I know you mentioned a couple as well. So I think I can get lost in those games forever.
Yeah.
What about couch co-op games?
Couch co-op.
Yeah, like the games where you'd have like the split screen if two of you are playing.
Yeah, those get annoying sometimes depending on the game you playing. Like I get annoyed because you focus on you try to focus on yours, but you focus on their game, right? And you get tore up. Like
all the time.
I think Dynasty Warriors, I had to get used to because me and my brother played Dynasty, but I think their split was like at the bottom and one was at the top at the bottom. But me and my brother used to we used to kick ass on Destiny Warriors and those type of games, but it'll be other games like it can hurt your head and stuff like that because you be so unfocused and stuff like that.
I always will be watching the other person's screen and I'll be like, why isn't my person moving? I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm over here.
right. Oh, I'm trying to think of other games that does that. I think Fortnite does it, but I guess I got used to it, but yeah, I don't know. I bet to say Conker's Bad for a Day that was on like Nintendo 64 and Xbox. I think they did something like that. But yeah, sometimes those could get annoying. I think that's why some people don't mind playing single player games because, or when you got an other system console and you got that full screen. But I guess I was used to it as a kid. I used to have 2 TVs, so like I had the TV up and a little TV to play my games. Okay. So I watch TV on my big screen. And then I had a little small white TV when I lived in an apartment. When me and my mom and little brother lived in an apartment, I had a small TV you could set right there so I could play my game. And then the top TV, I'll be watching like TV or whatever I need to watch or something. And I can listen to the TV.
This is why you are ADD.
Yeah, my ADD is like for real because I can listen while I'm playing the game, or I look up real quick and go back down and stuff like that. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I honestly, I don't usually have a lot of people over to play a couch co-op game.
Right.
A lot of my co-op games are online.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I love the fact that we have so many online co-op games.
We should do a show of that.
What, playing a co-op game?
Yeah, like we'll go. Play the game.
Future episode, guys.
Yes.
Me and Darrell killing
playing
each
the game.
other.
I know, right? Dying.
Yeah. So I had to actually research like what other games, like today's games, have the couch co-op split screen.
Right.
And was surprised I wasn't surprised Split Fiction was on there because it literally is a co-op game.
Right.
That one wasn't surprising, which is a great game. If anyone hasn't played it, I absolutely love that game. Speaking of, we need to finish it.
Okay.
Diablo 4 is a split screen co-op game. So surprisingly, I didn't know that. Jackbox games.
Jackbox.
Yeah, so like usually most people play them on their phone, but I guess if you play it on the TV, it's a split screen too.
Okay.
But usually it's a game you have like a code and then everyone plays on their phone and then the answers or whatever will come up on the TV.
Okay.
So I guess that's considered kind of a split screen. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Other games from like back in the day would have been like GoldenEye 007.
Oh, that's why I got used to it. That was the game.
I think I did play that one back in the day because I remember
the temple,
having like the shooting game and all that
or
stuff.
The bathroom.
Yeah.
That's a classic. That's like legendary. You could play that anytime. You can't get bored. I never met not one person that did not like GoldenEye. Yeah. Even with is still with this art style. That game is still amazing. It was a great game. Yeah. It's so fun playing with your friends and stuff like that. And y'all people try to cheat, look at your where you at. I was like, man, quit cheating, looking at your spot.
So that's actually a good point. Like when you're sitting next to somebody, right, and especially in games like that where it's a couch co-op, but you're, I guess, technically against each other, versus online co-op where you can't see their screen, right? Yeah. So that makes it different, right? Because when you're literally sitting next to each other and you have the screen, you can see and be like, oh, I see you're up on that tower, I'm gonna go get you, right?
Exactly.
Or vice versa. Whereas if you're an online co-op, you don't have that,
right?
And you do have to rely on your own screen, your own skills, if you have skills, and so on. So that is, you know, something different between couch co-ops, which were a lot bigger back in the day, right, when we didn't have the online gaming.
Yeah, we had no
versus
choice.
today, where a lot more people are online co-op gaming versus couch co-op.
Exactly.
But that is fun. You know, you do have the opportunity to sit, you know, actually co-op with somebody in-house. That's always a fun time, though, too. But yeah, those split screens, those bother me. Those drive me nuts because I'm always looking at someone else's screen.
Yeah. Speaking of, I know you was talking about like the physical versus digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're at that space now. How do you feel like that's going to go? Because I do believe people are going to push back and still want physical, even though more digital is being released in games. Will you think about that? Will you think about it going more digital, or should we still keep physical? You know what I mean? How you feel on it?
I mean, I think it's a personal preference, honestly. Like, my PlayStation 5 is digital.
Yeah.
I don't have any physical copies of any game.
Right.
And that's just me personally. I don't want to have to try to find space for that physical media.
Yeah.
And so it's a personal preference for me.
Right.
I really don't care.
Right.
But there are people who like to have the physical media, whether it's they like to collect it, they want that sense of ownership, whatever it is. Everyone has their own personal preference with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So I personally don't care.
Right.
But that's just because I already am pretty much 100% digital.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect me moving forward because I've already been 100% digital for years. I haven't had physical discs for over 10 years.
Right.
And so the lack of physical media as far as video games doesn't change anything for me.
Right.
However, if I was somebody who is a collector or likes to have that, you know, physical aspect of owning that,
right,
you know, I would want to probably maintain that.
Mm-hmm.
And having somebody tell me that is no longer an option, I could see where that would be very agitating or bothersome or feel like someone is taking ownership away from me. Or a collectible away from me. So I can understand both sides. Personally, I don't care.
Right.
However, I do care about those people who you know, do want to have that ability to choose, right? So I understand both sides, you know, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, sometimes we just don't have the option to make that decision.
And for me, I like you were saying, I can see both sides. Like from a company standpoint, it saves them money. And then even for people, you don't have to worry about something getting broken. You have to pay for a new one. Like you could, it's not like you get what you call it, warranty on it. If it breaks, it breaks. Because I remember back in the day, you broke that CD or you get that scratch.
You done.
Man, if you ain't had toothpaste, if you ain't had
like some type of a cleaning kit, some type of repair kit, you are done. You gotta go buy another one.
You gotta buy another one.
You better go to Disc Replay or GameStop, whatever, and hope you can find a used one real cheap.
Exactly. So don't $50, $60 add up. Especially your parents weren't getting it for you, so or you ain't had the money. So I was looking at it like that way. I was like, and to save the company money, then they can probably use some of that money to put hopefully in their team or marketing. Well, I do got concerns with digitally and so because I don't care either way either, but I can see why some physical will be like, well, they can take the game out the whatever system or something, and then you won't have it no more. So even if you do pay for it, are they still legally able to erase what you purchased with your own money? Because it almost feel like you renting it and stuff. So I can feel why some people want the physical, just to know, hey, I bought this, I own it. With digital, you could kind of feel like, I don't know for sure how long I will have ownership if I spend this much money on it. So I can see both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
But hopefully we get to a point that you got some protection. Hey, if you take it off, then I should get some type of money or credit back for another game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's something safe for people like that or something, like you could keep those type of games for the digital when it goes fully digital, because I do believe it's going to go there either way. I know people are trying to fight back on it. I believe it's going to eventually go there, especially how much people are getting laid off jobs because certain games are not getting so, or they make so much money, and you got to think about all of that. So if they can erase a type of what you want to call it, price on something, like they can wipe out the physical digital stuff, how much money can they put back into they team and company to keep it running?
Yep. Nope, I feel the exact same way. But like I said, I mean, for me, I haven't had a physical copy in like over a decade, and so for me to start being like, but what if they take my digital copy away? It's like, well, I didn't care before a week ago, so why do I care now? Yeah, that wasn't a concern when I decided to buy the PlayStation that it's only digital. Right. Why am I going to be concerned if that is my only option moving forward? Because I knew when I bought this PlayStation that I was not going to have physical copies. So I would assume that as a business, they've looked at and analyzed all of the data and all of the numbers and have said over X amount of time, we have seen a decline in purchase of physical copy or physical media. Yeah. And the cost of, creating this versus what's being purchased, right? It doesn't make sense. And for those who want it, I understand that it's probably frustrating. Right. But as a business aspect, cost, demand versus, if it's not there, the supply versus demand isn't there, then the cost of making this isn't going to match. Right. Or the cost that they're going to want you to pay in order to make the few copies that might get sold is going to be so astronomical. It's not going to make sense, and no one's going to buy it then either. So
in all business, they do that. They look from years prior, see what's selling more. Is it digital or is it physical? What can we cut back on? Every company cuts back every yearly. They analyze everything. What is working? What's not working? Yep. What is selling, what is not selling. What can we do to save this money so we don't end up in debt or have to pay whoever who's funding this and stuff. So people can't always be so emotional attached to something, because sometimes you got to think of all those people who owns the business but who's working for that business, because you hear a lot of times 300 or some people been laid off of a company. Why is that? Is it because their games didn't sell as they thought, or maybe different other reasons and stuff like that? So a lot of times you gotta think, every business to try to save money, and if it's something that's not working or is decreasing, they're gonna eventually take it away so they can save money.
So we've got a comment in the chat, but I'm going to need you to clarify what you said. Your take is, if you're buying a collector's edition of a game, you think you should get a disc and not just a digital code? Is that what I'm reading? And that you said they're holding the games hostage.
Also, I wonder if he's saying if you getting a collectible, you should get the physical and the digital. Yeah, and the digital. I agree.
And I can see that. Like, there should be circumstances, right? Yeah. Where if it's a special edition, or you're, like he said, you're buying a collector's edition. Yeah. Then there should be exceptions to just the digital. Right. And I can understand that. That would make sense to have these exceptions on where, normally it's just digital, but we're going to have a set amount where we're going to sell this collectible edition, and you will get the physical for that. And so people who do want to collect these can get a collectible, but again, I'm sure it's going to be astronomical.
Right. And I wonder if people because it's crazy because they're not going to lower the price. So I do see the people having an iffy. If you're buying digital, are you going to still sell in the $70, $80 price or whatever instead of going down? So now if you take it away physical, why are you still keeping the charge to the $70, $80 price?
Because that's just the price of the game. That has nothing to do with it, physical or digital.
That's why I didn't know, because I didn't know if they basing you selling it, because it's based on its worth. It's per game.
Yeah, because I mean, to me, if that was the case, then buying digital would always be cheaper than physical. If that was the case,
that's why I was thinking. I was like, well, if you're going completely digital, why can't you make it like cheap? Because to me, you'll be saving money.
Right, but a business isn't gonna look at it that way.
I know that's what I'm saying. But that's what physical people gonna have a fight back. It's gonna kind of fight that bill. Like, well, you're saving money. Why not help us save money or do that? Because you obviously not putting money into the physical disc, so you're saving money. So why are you still charging this price?
Yeah, but they can be like, well, we've never given a discount on digital.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I know. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I get that someone might be like, oh, well, now you're saving money by not making the physical disc.
Right.
So this should be cheaper. But then if that was the case, then digital always would have been cheaper than a physical disc.
Because
which isn't the case. It's the game. The cost of the game is the cost of the game.
Yeah. So that's why, because I'm thinking not just for video games. I'm thinking like, let's say artwork.
Uh-huh.
Some artwork is created digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. So it could be an argument if you create something digitally, it shouldn't be the same price as you would physically. If you get what I'm saying.
I do get what you're saying. I think artwork. I don't know if. Well, I'm not an art critique. I don't go to art shows. I don't know what art costs, but I'm pretty sure someone who commissions art and does digital art versus someone who physically paints and makes like a drawing with like oils or acrylics or whatever. I'm going to assume physical art that is created is going to cost more than an actual digital commission.
I know.
And I only say that because a digital commission usually is going to be faster.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't have all of like a canvas and all this other stuff, paint and all this other stuff. You're literally paying for someone's time.
Right.
Versus a physical artist, you have to
do it.
You're essentially paying them for not just their time.
Yeah.
But also
the skill.
All of the like the canvas, the paint, the actual physical stuff they're using to make that art.
Okay.
So in theory, right, in my head, I'm thinking physical art is going to always cost more than a digital art because of one's tangible, one's not, and then one obviously costs more in general just because of the physical material.
Yeah.
I don't know why words are so hard. Material that goes into it, let alone that person's time.
Yeah.
Versus a digital artist who's literally you're just paying for their time. Well, and talent, of course, but I mean just with their time.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was thinking like that with the digital like posters or whatever like that. It's like, well, they should be cheaper too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that was a great discussion. Let's move on to some fighting games. Competitive and online worlds. I mean, I just feel like we could talk about the digital and non-digital discs all day long. So I'm just gonna move it along, guys.
Right. Be an uproar.
All right. So, talking about competitive and online worlds. So, like battle royales, we see that a lot in Fortnite. I know you play Fortnite. I've played a little bit. I'm not really great at it, so I don't go in there too much. Apex Legends has a lot of this. Fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all the different Mortal Kombats. And, how these games and the live service games, so the ones that are constantly like updating their games to bring new, either new updates, new characters, maybe new maps, things like that, to keep the communities connected. So what are some of your favorite, like either like fighting or competitive games?
Ooh, fighting, like I'm classic. I'm probably go old school like Mortal Kombat. I haven't played any of the new like Mortal Kombat X or anything, but I love the Mortal Kombat like 2 and 3. I like 3 because it had the most characters. I like any fighting game that gives you all the characters. Like with these current fighting games, I don't really like because they hold off so many characters just for you to purchase. And then even when you buy, Like you're not getting awful. Like Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's like you could call it like a fighting game and stuff like that. In the story mode and stuff, and it had every character from the movies, from this GT that some people don't like, but you literally had almost every character. I was like, that's the best Dragon Ball Z. All these new Dragon Ball Z, Xeno, and all that, it's like they give you half the characters, then you want to get DLC, then they might give you 3 or 4 or 5 characters. You like, man, what the rest of them? You created all these dope characters. Where the rest of them? So I don't buy into these new fighting games unless they're gonna give me everybody. I mean everybody, and then I'll purchase. But that's why I go to the old school classic fighting games, because they actually do. It's actually more character that you can work, you could play with and you could try have fun with. But when you give me a limited amount and then you just like try to just hustle me with the money and stuff, I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'll wait. The graphics could be cool, but I'm all right with the classics. I stick with the classics.
No, that's fair. I don't honestly play a lot of fighting games because I'm just a button smasher.
Right.
So
I do that too.
Yeah.
My best friend don't teach me how to play.
I'm not gonna learn how to learn all the different combinations, like up, left, R2, this, that, whatever.
R2, right.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Let me just hit all the buttons and hope I do something cool.
Right.
Enough to beat whoever I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Right? It's not gonna. And so I'm not great at any game that requires me to know a combo.
Yeah.
And so I just hit buttons and pray for the best.
Me too.
I do have MK1.
Okay.
And I love the characters in that game. I have not earned any of the characters. My son and his brothers have played and got all the good characters.
Right.
So I can go into the game now and play all the fun characters.
Right.
But it is fun. I love Mortal Kombat. I've loved Mortal Kombat since it first came out.
Me too.
I can go in there and I can play. I can get mad at the game, stop playing. But until I get mad enough to where I want to chuck my controller, I can still enjoy the game.
Exactly.
I think the characters are amazing. I've loved every Mortal Kombat movie, no matter how cheesy and cringe it is. I don't care. Even the new one. Just great. And I've really enjoyed the Mortal Kombat franchise. I think they've done a great job with all of their games. Like I said, even the movies, I don't care how cringe they are. I still have enjoyed them. The storylines are just great.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
Oh my God. I can't think of her name. She's
Sonya
in
Blade.
MK1. No, not Sonya Blade. I cannot think of her name. She's in MK1, but I can't think of her name.
She's a new character?
Yeah.
What she look like?
She's got these like ridges on her face. She's got like all white outfit. I don't know. I'll think of it. You know what? When we come back for part 2, I'll have that. Okay. So this is a come back for part 2. Find out who my MK1 favorite character is.
Right.
Put you on a cliffhanger.
Right.
What about you?
My favorite definitely Liu Kang, Reptile.
Okay. I guess that's all right.
What?
No, go ahead.
Don't be a hater. I love Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
I like Jax. I like Cabal. I like Striker. Like people give him flack, but I think those characters cool. Flourish Raiden. I like all of them.
Yeah, they dope. To be fair,
they dope. Like especially like the classic one. Like you go back to the PlayStation and stuff like that. Like now the hardest is to do the fatalities, but besides that, like just the fight, it is so dope.
Yeah. So like in MK1, I don't know if they had it in the one before. You have like a partner.
I think they did it before. That, like where you could switch and all that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter does that, where you can just switch. Where you can switch the character.
I haven't played Street Fighter since like
really.
I don't know. I was probably like in elementary school.
Yeah, Street Fighter is good too.
Yeah, I remember. It's been
Street Fighter is good too. It's like a more cartoonish version of Mortal Kombat. Less serious. Well, the game is feel like more goofier version of Mortal Kombat, less bloody and stuff like that, more powers and stuff like that. So it's still a cool game, almost and just like Tekken, it got as good, you know what I mean, its own little thing. But yeah, I think Mortal Kombat is the best out of the 3, but the others are great as well.
Well, I think what makes Mortal Kombat so good isn't just the characters, but it has a story, right?
Yeah.
So every game has a story.
Yeah.
That if you played the whole game, like, you're following a story, and then so you have levels and whatever. So you're literally following a story, and then each game kind of continues that story because you're kind of going through the different worlds and the realms, if you want to call it.
Right.
And I think that is what takes Mortal Kombat
to another level,
separate from like Tekken or Street Fighter.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. Let's go ahead and move on. We're almost at the end, you guys. We did good on this. Episode.
I know. Our best one yet, though. We'll get better.
We're figuring this formula out.
I know. All right. Oh, yeah. It takes time.
All right. Trivia question for chat. In what year was the original PlayStation console first released in Japan? First released in Japan.
First PlayStation?
Yeah. In what year was the original PlayStation console first released in Japan? I know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I know. I got some good ones. All right. Some good guesses in the chat.
Somebody said 90.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody 99. Oh, he said 1990.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe was fun. I did like when they sometimes bring the other characters into the MK universe. It's kind of
I do want to play the one they brought in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I do want to play that. And then I think one of them they brought Jason and Freddy and Predator or something like that. They
just brought like
Rambo.
Horror movies.
Yeah, I like
they've
that.
done a bunch of different like mashup.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I like that.
All right. So answer to in what year was the original PlayStation console first released in Japan is 1994.
I was about to say that. I should have said it.
Didn't, so.
Yeah, I know. I should have said. I was
almost
thinking
doesn't
for.
count,
I
Beretta.
know.
Almost doesn't count.
I know. I was thinking for. Cause I was like, it came in a couple years after I was born. Yeah, I was 3 when it came out.
Oh my God, such a baby.
Whatever. Running things.
Oh my goodness. I'm just reading some of the chat. Hello, everybody who's joined. Thanks for coming in.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
All right. So we have another question. What popular video game franchise features the fictional city of Rapture? What popular video game franchise features the fictional city of Rapture?
That's Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank?
No, Rapture. Oh, I don't know. Is that your answer?
No, I don't know. Rapture.
Rapture is the name of the city.
Oh, it's the spinning freak.
Oh, my live went out because we were not doing stuff on it, so mine's done.
No, what was it?
All right. Oh, can't. There we go. All right, so the answer is BioShock.
I ain't played, so yeah.
You've never played any of the BioShocks?
No.
Oh my God, that is such a great. That's such a great game. I can't really play it now because a lot of first-person games make me motion sick.
Yeah.
So I can't play it now. But when it first came out and I was younger and didn't have these mental issues, it's such a great game. Great story. Especially if you like suspense horror type games, it's a good one.
Okay.
Very good one.
That's why I want to get into like more horror games. I was be seeing people play walkthroughs of like short horror games, or it was one like with spiders. And it was like horror and stuff like that. And then
spiders.
Yeah, it was like a big spider. You gotta you got to survive it and not get eaten and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I like game. Like just
the only spider I like is the Drider in Baldur's Gate 3. It's the only one I like. Yeah. We will actually be talking about horror games in the next segment on part 2.
We should do a horror content, play a game. Like let the chat or let the people decide what game we should play, and we have to play it.
I'm all for that. Yeah. We
we
will
have to record
definitely
it.
talk about the horror game. That's why I did part 2.
Yeah.
Because there's so many game genres that are out there, but that I just love to play.
Uh-huh.
And I know that you like to play like sports and
Yeah.
things, and I don't play sports. So I was like, well, there's so many that you and I can cover. I was like, I didn't want to try to like smash it all into
All in
30
one,
minutes.
Yeah.
And so as I was writing up the outline, I was like, let me put this into 2 parts. And it just fits so well
Yeah.
in 2 different parts. And I was like, no, this is so much better spread out over 2 parts. So that's why. So if you guys are watching and you're like, you didn't cover this, you didn't cover that, trust me.
It's
We got you.
Part 2.
We got you in part 2. So part 2, just so everyone knows what's going to be coming up before we jump into kind of some of our last few minutes. Part 2, we're going to be talking about indie games, RPGs. We're going to go into the horror games, like I mentioned, sports games, which will be kind of Darrell's little own thing because I don't play it. I don't play them. And then kind of just like some, again, shout outs to any places around town that are really great to play video games or find places and find things to do like we like to do.
Yep.
And, our normal things. So that's pretty much it for the next one, but I want you guys to all come back because the horror games are probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, those are fun. I got some good ones too that I'm playing right now. Yeah.
All right, gotta check them out.
Yeah, both indie games and the horror games. I've got a good couple that I can't wait to talk about.
You ever
Really
heard of one
excited.
called Granny?
I've not.
It's a fun game. Look it up on YouTube. It's like Granny 1, 2, and 3, and you got to try to survive. The first one of not getting detected and she'll kill you. You got certain like
Damn.
5. You got 5
What kind
chances.
of game
It's
is
a
this?
ghost. It's like a ghost granny in a haunted house, and you got to try to find everything like the key, to lock to get out the house. You got to find all these pieces,
Oh my goodness.
and if you don't, then she'll kill you, and you only got 5 chances, or you got to start all over and stuff.
Oh
But
my
it's like an indie game. It's like 3 of them. It's amazing. I watch people play it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, they crazy for this. And then they got a Michael Jackson one too, when he's like dead in like I think it's a haunted house or a hotel, and he got and then
Oh my god.
and he'll kill you like he like a zombie Michael Jackson. I said, oh, this is great, this
That
is great.
horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
All right,
look it up
well,
on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to look at that because
Yeah.
that sounds fun. I'm gonna have to stream some of those.
Hey, any game's coming.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, last thing to touch on. I know we already talked about some of the arcade places we can go to around town.
Right.
Obviously, like I said, Google some in your own area, especially if you don't live in the indie area.
Yeah.
Google those. They are fun and definitely, like I said, a great just kind of night out with friends or family. Some gaming conventions. I know we talked about some last time because we talked about tabletop.
Right.
But other gaming conventions that are just gaming in general, and including the video games. We have PAX East and West and Unplugged, which we mentioned
Right.
the last time, but that's because they also do the tabletops. But there's also E3. There's GameCon, Too Many Games, and then a lot of local game expos. But just a few, again, to touch on. Some are already coming up. Some may have already passed this year.
Yes.
And those are very just low level, like guys, high level rather. There are so many conventions in general around the country, and so many gaming conventions. And there are some even small ones, maybe 1-day conventions that are like in your community that, you may not even be aware of. Some libraries have conventions that you may not even be aware of. So definitely
Nice.
look that stuff up, check it out, support, especially ones that are very local or very small. Help those grow because you never know what can come of the smaller spaces when you show that support. But that is what I got for that. Really, all else I have is, kind of what is your number one recommendation for anyone that's looking to get back into gaming?
What game to play?
Yeah, like what if someone were to say, "Hey, I used to play. I haven't played in like 10, 15 years. What is a good game for me to kind of jump back into now?"
I would say maybe Fortnite. I think Fortnite's fun, a little battle royale game. Of course, you got like PUBG. That's a more like serious tone of Fortnite. I like playing PUBG. You can play on your phone, app phone of that game. So I would say one of those two, as in to get back in the game, or Super Smash Brothers. I don't think you could go wrong with Super Smash if you want to get back in the game. What about you?
Everybody loves Super Smash.
I know. I think it's just one of those games, especially with friends. You could just, as you know, just fight, lose, have fun, and it just so many characters on it. I think it's a fun game. What about you?
If I had to give a recommendation, well, first of all, I'd probably ask them 50 questions.
Yeah.
Because I need to find out, like, again, kind of like, what do they like to do?
Yeah.
How much time do they have? Like, are they just going to play for like 30, 45 minutes to kind of wind down?
Right.
So are they just looking for something quick and easy? Or are they wanting something that they can really sit and play forever? Because if they don't mind wasting 3-4 hours mindlessly, I'm gonna throw them into like an MMO, right?
Yeah, right.
But if they only have if they just want something to kind of just sit at the end of the day and kind of just wind down, I might give them like a cozy game, or I might say, okay, do something like Baldur's Gate or something that it's okay if you just do a little bit of the story here or there and you can save at any point,
right?
And you don't lose anything. So it really depends on kind of also what kind of game, or like Diablo 4. If you want to just be able to run anywhere, do quests here or a main story. And again, it doesn't matter if you do 30 minutes or 3 hours, you're not going to lose any of your progress, but you can build, grow, do your character, all this, that, and the other. So, and they don't mind, if they want to hack and slash or how, whatever. So it kind of just depends on what their gaming style is.
Right.
There's so many games out there though. Literally, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you want a solo game? Do you want to play with others online? Do you want to maybe sometimes solo and sometimes play with others? Because there's games you can do one or the other, switch it up. So again, it just really depends on that person's, what they're looking for. And then once I kind of know that, then I can make honestly a better recommendation than just, hey, here's one game for everyone, because that doesn't exist.
Thanks.
So yeah, I can't really answer that question until I know what the person wants.
Oh God.
When there's all tirade and not one goddamn game.
Nope, I can't. I have to give them a whole little application. Please fill out this Google form and I'll get back to you in 24 to 48 hours.
A full application, the resume. Still set.
All right. Well, we are pretty much down to time.
Yes.
Any closing thoughts?
Everybody just play games. Just pick up a joystick and have fun, or go to like a Dave and Buster's, or go to a place that have the games and try it out. It's so much fun. You will have a great time. It release some stress, and if you're coming off from work or dealing with anything, games really help that. So I definitely recommend you playing a video game, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, a few, or just need something to do with friends. Playing video games is helpful. It saves lives. It does so much for people. Get a career out of it. You can actually get a career just sitting down playing games and streaming. So, just pick it up. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of streaming, I'm going to do a shameless plug here.
Okay.
Find me on Twitch at the Foxie Vixen.
Look at her plugging herself. Look at her already.
But no, seriously, I agree. Just, if you ever get the itch, just try it out. If you don't have a console or a way to play, maybe you have a friend who can. Sometimes libraries will rent them out, so try that as well. But again, find a local place that has the arcades. Maybe play some games there. There are a lot of Facebook groups that have, gamers or people that can help you, find your space or find your game. So there's so many different ways now with social media to find the best way to get started or to get back into it if it's been a while for you. So, reach out to us, ask us questions on our social media. That's what we're here for. Like I said, we are a community. We want to bring everyone together. So definitely utilize us if nothing else.
Before we go, where can they find us?
So they can find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, at ShowMeYourGeek. And then on Twitch, we are also at ShowMeYourGeekradio, I believe.
Yes.
And then you can also find us on, or rather at, and sorry guys, I have my notes for reasons. If you check out I Am Beast Network app on your Roku or really any smart TV, go to the app section, type in I Am Beast, download that. You can find us there as well. So those should be pretty much the best places to get us.
Yes. And everybody, stay geeking, all right?